All right, Johnny, today we're talking about Alshon Jeffery, and he could be poised for another top 20 wide receiver year in fantasy. You look at what he was able to do with Carson Wentz and Nick Foles, so it makes you think that it's sustainable. Johnny, what are your concerns with Alshon Jeffery coming into this year?
I mean, I think I got to start off with the injury concern. Yes, I understand that last year he played a full season, which that's great. I think that's the first time in his career that he's done that, except for the fact that he played injured last year. We found out after the season was over that he had a torn rotator cuff. However, he was still able to come down with 9 touchdown passes, which is insane considering how serious that injury is and the limited mobility you have in your shoulder once you tear your rotator cuff. And that might explain the reason why he only had 56 catches on 111 targets. But you're looking at this entire offense as a whole. You're getting Jay Ajayi another year in this offense. They bring in Mike Wallace, which is way better than Torrey Smith ever was in his career. And then you look at, Nelson Aguilar really came into his own, and then you got the tight end Zach Ertz there. I just don't see him being able to repeat that target share that he had last year. And I think the fact that they're kind of moving him around, he's not the same wide receiver, and he doesn't run the same routes that he did in Chicago. He's not running as much of the 9 route, the go route, where Smoke and Jay Cuddy would just throw it up to him even if he was quadruple teamed and expect him to come down with it. They're much more short and intermediate routes. So to me, I do have my concerns with Alshon, but I do like the upside. I think is there where he's going currently in drafts. I do expect him to be a low end wide receiver too, and I don't expect a high upside for that. But I think he'll be relatively safe at where he's going. Travis, do you like his upside? Do you think he has a potential to be a wide receiver 1?
Yeah, I actually do. And the reason is because he's finished as a top 15 wide receiver in standard scoring for 3 of the last 5 years. His size and strength makes him a sustainable touchdown upside play. And I think, what the Eagles have done to pay him that big wide receiver money, I think that he does need to clean up his separation. You look at the yards of separation, and he's only had about, on average, 1.8 yards. So you wonder if that's sustainable. But the way that Wentz has been able to kind of put the ball wherever he wants it kind of benefits a receiver like Alshon Jeffery, who can go up and get it at the high point. You talk about the rotator cuff injury. I do think that that's a big deal. We've got to monitor him coming into the year. But I think that Philly is such an efficient offense with the running game that they've got going, the tight end, the wide receiver play. I think Jeffery has a very good shot to put up top 15 numbers again and maybe sneak into the top 10 if things break his way as far as touchdowns.